And good evening there, Chugiak Eagle River Chinook fans. Tonight, we are finally facing the Peninsula Oilers in Kenai. And tonight, your Chinooks are starting a 3-game road trip against the Peninsula Oilers. Tonight, the Chinooks come into this game 8-11, while the Peninsula Oilers come in with a 6-11 record. Tonight, your Chinooks look like this in the batting lineup. Leading off is Mike Capriz and playing right. Playing left field and batting second is Jeremy Johnson. 9 is Justin Gomez. In the cleanup spot and playing shortstop, Aaron Shackelford. Brandon Mitchie the Aussie playing second base and batting fifth. Batting sixth will be playing the hot corner third base. Playing first and batting seventh is Hayden Mixon. Batting eighth in the squat tonight is Alex Crotty. And rounding things out on the 9-hole and playing center field is Levi Gilcrease. And on the mound for your Chinooks, and we'll see him in the bottom half of the first, we'll have Mike Batten. And here we are, Mike Capriz about to lead things out for the Chinooks. First time we are up in Peninsula, a little cold, but we are ready to play these. And we are ready to baseball here in Kenai. And the first pitch to Preez. He's in the dirt and skips in for ball one. So Preez ahead 1-0 early. And that one's in there for strike one. On the mound for the Oilers is Kyle Luck, the 6'6" right-hander out of UC San Diego. Two 2-1 pitch coming up to Preez. And that one's in there. Misses down low. Pitch. And Preez sends it out to right center, and this could be trouble, but the center fielder out there for out number one. And coming up next for the Chinooks here, Jeremy Johnson. Johnson playing left field tonight out of Auburn University. The first pitch. Outside, late ball one. The 1-0 pitch coming from Lucky on the mound. And a foul tip by Johnson to the backstop. Evens up the count here at 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Low and inside. For ball two from Lucky on the mound. Two and one. That's chapped. Out to short. Rounded up over there. And thrown to first. And that is out number two. Now batting Justin Gomez. DH last night against the Bucks, went 0 for 3, but did have one walk and came around to score. He's coming to this game with a .233 average, looking to get back on that groove he had in the beginning of the season. Comes in against Kyle Lucky on the mound. 2 outs, nobody on. Tap half first. Lines and throws and drops that curveball in there for strike one. And the 0-1 pitch, Gomez checks the swing. They appeal to third, and they say Gomez did not go. One and one is the count here. 2 outs, top of the first. Runners on for Justin Gomez at the plate, and the pitch. And a swing and a miss by Gomez. And Lucky on the mound is ahead 1-2. 1-2's the count here. And Lucky will look to get out of this inning. 1-2-3. 1-2. Takes that one high. 2-2. Strike pitch again, this time with 2 balls. Lucky winds and throws. And Gomez takes that one low and in the dirt for ball 3. Gomez has now worked this from a 1-2 to a 3-2. And we'll see here what Lucky throws in this full count. And the pitch, and a swing and miss by Gomez. Fouled that off. And we'll do this 3-2 pitch again. First, no runners on. Kyle Lucky on the mound. Justin Gomez at the plate. And the 3-2 pitch. And Gomez, as he comes from a 1-2 pitch, and will take first base there. Now Aaron Shackelford, the Chinook, will come to the plate with a runner on and 2 outs. Lucky now works with the runner on and 2 outs. And this top half of the first sets to Shackelford at the plate. And Shackelford watches that one outside for ball 1. Aaron Shackelford hitting from the left side, standing at 5'10", from the Masters University. 2-run bomb, went 3 for 5, and he comes in this game hitting 310. See with a runner on and 2 outs. And that one's in there for strike 1. And that curveball drops in there for strike 2. And now Shackelford with 2 outs and 2 strikes will have to look to protect here. Gomez on first. Shackelford at the plate. 1-2 pitch. Shackelford puts that out into left. And that is caught out there for out number 3. The Chinooks out to left. We're through the top half of the first 0-0 ball game as the Chinooks come to the field in the bottom half of the first. We'll be back. And another first 0-0 Bucks. Went scoreless after the inning. Leading things up for the Oilers is John, the University of Southern California shortstop. Thomas comes in this game hitting 250 plate appearances. Down for your Chinooks is the right-hander out of Southern Wesleyan University with an 0-1 record, a 2.81 ERA in 4 games pitched, and in 16 innings has 15 strikeouts, walked 14, and allowed 12 hits. We last saw him June 25th in a 2-3 loss to the Miners, went 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, 5 hits, out 6, and he misses outside for ball 1 to Thomas at the plate. On deck is Josh Congdon, the second baseman for the Oilers here. The 1-0 pitch, and that one for ball 2. That one's in there, a strike 1. Batting at the plate, and that one's chopped down the middle of the, and not able to get that in time. As Thomas legs out an infield single, and the Oilers have a leadoff base runner. Oliver done now. On first. And nobody out here. Batten is downside. No pitch to Dunn from Batten. That one high. Now Alex Crotty, the catcher. Gonna go have a word with his right-hander on the mound. Runner on first. Nobody. 2-0 count now, facing the Oilers second baseman. Oliver done at the plate. John Thomas stands at first, Batten. And that one's in there for strike 1. Two one count. And throws over to first is Batten. Thomas slides in safely over there. Two one pitch. For Oliver done at the plate. Three one pitch. Thomas takes his lead on first. Batten sets on the mound. 3-1. And that one misses for ball 4, and the Oilers are going to be in business here with runners on first and second, and nobody out. Now batting here. We'll have to work out of a little jam. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Ellen Strum, the Oiler DH, steps to the plate here. From San Jose State University to do some damage here for the Oilers. Batman lays down a bunt to sail out of the bat in the 0-1 count, facing Kellen Strom at the plate. John Thomas at second, Oliver Dunn at first, and Strom missed the bunt there as that fouled off. And we're going to have an 0-2 count for Batten on the mound. (0-2) count for the San Jose State Spartan at the plate. And Batten sets with nobody out. Runners on first and second, bottom of the first. And that one's just inside for ball one here. Now, sets. And throws. Does not come down. And that hits Strom and the left shoulder, and the Chinooks have some work to do here. Base is loaded. Nobody out. And Jeremy Conant coming to the plate with bases loaded from Pasadena City College. Into this game of hitting .265. And not a good sign for the Chinooks, as Chris Beck, our pitching coach, going to go have a word with the right-hander, as there are now bases loaded and nobody out. And Batten, his last few outings, has been pretty dependable for at least 5 or 6 innings. And if you're Batten, you'll gladly trade one run for a double play in this next pitch coming up. And Chris Beck now walks back to the Chinook dugout after hopefully giving a little pep talk there to Mike Batten on the mound. Again, bases loaded. Nobody out. Bottom of the first. 0-0 ball game. Conan at the plate. First baseman tonight for the Oilers. John Thomas, the shortstop, at third. Oliver Dunn, the second baseman, at second. And Kellen Strom, after getting hit by a pitch, stands at first. And Jeremy Conant, the first baseman, hitting from the left side, stands in the batter's box. And Batten puts that one inside for strike one, as a strikeout would go a long way into getting out of this inning unscratched here. Count, bases loaded, and the throw, and that one inside for Blake. Had a trouble gripping that, but stays close. One count to Jeremy Conant at the plate. Batten sets and throws. And that one was lined foul down the left field line. And Batten ahead here, 1-2. And Batten now, 1-2 count. Bases loaded, nobody out. Batten sets and throws. And a swing and a miss by Conant. And Batten gets a badly needed strikeout there.
University of California, Riverside. Number 23, Nathan Webb.
Nathan Webb, the Oiler third baseman, now steps to the bottom of the first. Nathan Webb comes from UC Riverside. Just finished up his One out, bases loaded. And Batten would love a ground ball here. And that's what he gets, but it goes into the outfield. And Thomas scores. And Dunn's going to be held up. And one run scores on a Nathan Webb RBI single to the left.
Center fielder from the University of Southern California, Acosta.
Matthew Acosta now, the Oilers center fielder, comes to the plate with one away and bases loaded. And the Oilers with a 1-0 lead. Matthew Acosta from the University of Southern California hits from the left side, stands at 5'11". In 49 plate appearances, owns a .224 average. And a big swing and a miss by Batten's fastball there for strike number 1. Batten sets on the mound, the 0-1 pitch. And that one is down low and inside to even up the count 1-1. Chinook defense gets ready, the 1-1 pitch, and that one is fouled away to the backstop. 1-2 count now. Two count. Batten on the hill. Bases loaded for the Oilers. Oilers already. Batten sets on the mound and throws. That one hangs outside for ball 2. Even count at 2-2 here. Facing the Oilers center fielder at the plate. Two-two pitch for the Southern Wesleyan right-hander. And throws. And a swing and a miss by Acosta. And Batten has 2 away now in the bottom of the first. Batten. As now they're out this inning with bases loaded, nobody out. So if he can get this final out here, that would be a huge win for the Chinooks. Ryan Smith now. The Oiler left fielder comes to the plate. Ryan Smith, right-hander from Missouri Western. Comes in with 2 away and bases loaded. Oilers have a 1-0 lead. Batten. And that's hangs high for ball 1. And Ryan Smith here works with bases loaded, 2 outs. Look to put the ball in play here for the Oilers. Oilers got one thanks to a Nathan Webb single to left field. And that one's in there for strike 1. And Batten has an even count of 1-1 here. Ryan Smith, in 15 games played, comes in with an even 200 batting average. And so look to improve that. And as well as the RBI total here. Bases loaded opportunity. The 1-1 pitch from Batten. And he drilled breaking ball in there for strike 2. And he's ahead now with a 1-2 count. Eastern left fielder at the plate. Bases loaded here. Oilers up 1-0 with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Batten gets the signs from Alex Karate, the catcher. And Batten in the set position. Winds in, deals, and that one comes just a tad inside. And Ryan Smith takes the base on that hit by pitch. Batten had him there, but for the second batter of the inning, Batten comes to inside, and that's his second batter hit in this inning. And now steps to the plate with still bases loaded for the Oilers. And 2 outs, 2-0 lead now for the Oilers. We'll have to battle some demons here. As he has hit 2 batters in this bottom of the first. Misses out inside. Put that one outside for strike number 1. 0-1 pitch from Batten. Just a tad inside as Ruddy had to scoot away from that one. 1-1 count. Thomas Ruddy, 6'3", outfielder from Yale University. Faces a 1-1 count with bases loaded here. And a swing and a miss, and he's down 1-2. Ruddy, in 9 games played, has hit 28 times and has been successful in 7 of those attempts for a .250 batting average. Patton, the 1-2 count with 2 outs, bases loaded in the bottom of the first. And the pitch. And that one just hangs outside for ball 2. As Patton was ready to walk off the mound from that one. But he'll do that again. 2-2 pitch coming up, bases loaded. 2-0 lead for the Oilers in the bottom of the first. And the 2-2 pitch, and that one is chopped out to Mixon at first. Has to toss, and he loses control. And McCarty is going to tag out. Webb coming home. But the Oilers do get 1 on that ground ball, and that's going to do it in the bottom of the first. The Oilers, with 2 hits, put up 3 runs. And through the first inning, the Oilers have a 3-0 lead. When we come back, the Chinooks are up to the plate in the top half of the second. We'll be back. Top of the second here. Chinooks down 3 with Brandon Mitchell to the plate. Takes that one outside for ball 1. 1-0 count. And that one hangs inside for ball 2. Two knows the count here. And the pitch, and that one comes inside. And that is going to be... Well, Mitchie thought it was a hit by pitch, and he's going to have a word with the umpire, but the umpire says it hit the ground first. But Mitchie now going to be in the batter's box facing a 3-0 count from Lucky on the mound. And Mitchie taps that over to Conan at first, and Conan is going to flip over to Lucky. And he steps on first base, and there's one away for the Oilers in the top half of the second. Luke Coffey now steps to the plate for the Chinooks.
Number 30, Luke Coffey.
Luke Coffey, the third baseman from Westmont College. The second, nobody on. 3-0 lead for the Oilers. Lucky winds and throws, and Coffey takes that one in there for strike 1. Coffey went 2 for 5 last night against the Bucks with 2 RBIs. Came across to score once and struck out once. Comes into this game after 58 plate appearances with a .259 average. Now, awaiting him from Lucky on the mound. Lucky winds and throws. And Coffey sends that out, and that hangs out. That's going to be called by the center fielder, Matthew Acosta. And there's out number 2 for the Oilers. Quick 2 outs here.
Now batting for the Chinooks.
First baseman Hayden Mixon, who had an error in that bottom of the first that allowed a run to score for the Oilers. Steps to the plate. Mixon from LSU Eunice. on with 2 outs, nobody on. 3-0 lead in the top half of the second here. And the pitch. And that one is inside for strike 1. Pitch from Lucky on the drops that one in there for strike 2. So now we'll have to protect, face the 0-2 top half of the second. Chinooks down 3. And the 0-2 pitch. And that curveball just drops a little too low there, and that's ball 1. One-two pitch now. Here it comes. Foul that out of play to keep this count locked in at 1-2.
Brought to you by Cassix Brewery.
Pitch again. And Mixon fouls that down the third base line. Coming now. One-two pitch. And that hangs high for ball 2 here. 2-2 count now. With Hayden Mixon at the plate. Out. Lucky winds and throws. And is in there, and that rings up Mixon at the plate. Chinooks go down in order 1-2-3. And when we come back, Mike Batten and the Chinooks on the field as they're down 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. And as we're back here in the bottom of the second, Oilers come to the plate, lead. Jack back catcher from Len Benton Community College comes to the plate to lead things out from the bottom of the second. This is down low for ball 1. Batten was a little shaken up. First, so he gave up 3 runs on 2 hits here in this inning. And the 1-0 pitch. And that one's tapped over to Coffey at third. Coffey misses on, picks it back up, and throws over to Mixon for out number 1. 1 away now. John to the plate with one away. And we are back. I apologize for that technological connection difficulties, but we are back, and we should be good to go. And just in case we lose connection again, do not worry. I will do everything in my power to get us back and rolling, as I did here this time. Updates, in case the broadcast does go out officially, will be found on our Facebook page at Chugiak and Chinooks. But I do not foresee any reason why we can't continue the broadcast. In the meantime, runner on first, 2 outs after batting. Hit another batter. That's his third batter hit, and that's a swing and a miss for strike 2. And it is still 3-0. Bottom of the second. 2-2 count now. Facing Kellen Strom at the plate. Oliver Dunn got on, and he was the guy I was talking about who got hit by the pitch by Mike Batten. And we have a 2-2 pitch coming up to Kellen Strom at the plate. And 2 outs, and the pitch, and a swing and a miss. And right as I'm back, I will send you guys to a break. Batten allows 1 runner on a hit by pitch, but other than that, has seemed to have found his control again. We're through 2. The Oilers have a 3-0 lead. We'll be back for the top half of the third. Top of the third now, Alex Crotty digs in. The first pitch swing and sends that out to Oliver Dunn at second base and puts that away for first pitch out number 1. Levi Gilcrease, batting ninth for the Chinooks, takes his first hacks of the ball game here. Levi Gilcrease, playing center field from Baylor University, comes into this game with a 188 batting average. 0 for 5 last night, 2 strikeouts. And the pitch from Lucky puts that inside for ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch in the dirt. I'll be ball 2 now. Two 0 pitch coming up to Gilcrease with 1 away, top of the third. And Gilcrease sends that out to right field. And that's going to be over and tracked. And caught over there by Thomas Ruddy in right field. 2 outs now after 2 flyouts for the Chinooks. And top of the order, Mike Capri steps to the plate with 2 outs, top of the third, 3-0 lead for the Oilers in this ball game. And Prees, first pitch swing and send it out to center field. And that's going to be on a 2-out single there for Prees. And the Chinooks have a base runner with 2 outs. Jeremy Johnson now coming to the plate with a runner on, 2 outs in the top half of the third. And the pitch. Down low for ball 1. One 0 pitch. And Johnson thought about it, laid off, and that goes in there for strike 1 anyway. 1-1 pitch. And that's a thrower to first as Prees slides back in safely. One pitch left on the mound. Johnson at the plate. Prees takes the lead on first. And Johnson is that opposite field, but foul. One-two pitch to Johnson at the plate. Prees on first. 3-0 ball game in the top of the third. Lucky on the mound. The 1-2 pitch. And Johnson goes in that breaky ball. Chased over there, but drops in right field for a foul ball, and we'll do this 1-2 pitch again. One-two pitch. That one inside for ball 2. Two-two pitch. And Johnson chops that over to Webb at third and throws over to Conan at first, and that's going to do it. As the Chinooks get a base runner, but remain scoreless. We head to the bottom of the third. The Oilers up 3-0. Bottom of the third here. Jeremy Conan steps to the plate, leading it out for the Oilers. Nobody out. And back. This is outside for ball 1. 1-0 pitch comes from that, and it's 3-0 ball game. And a swing is by Conan. And it's good for strike 1. Bat mix in, 1-1 count. And the pitch. And Conan taps that over the first. Mixon fields that. Calmly steps on the bag. And there is out number 1 at the bottom of the third. Now batting. The Oiler third baseman, Nathan Webb. And bat drops that in there for strike number 1. The 0-1 pitch. moves inside. Webb able to avoid that one. Ball in there, second and 2. Catch over there, a single there, and that's 2 outs now. And the UFC center fielder Matthew steps to the plate. Out with. And second and 1 is lights back from the mound. The 0-1 pitch. That one check for the short. That one throws over first. And Nixon a good kick there. Make the out. And we're through 3. The Orioles hold 3-0 lead. And in the tap for fourth, Justin Gomez steps to the plate to lead things out. Chinooks here. And that one's in there. Ball 1. One open pitch. That one hangs inside. Ball 2. And Gomez dropped down at ball 3, and Gomez in the driver's seat ahead. 3-0. And that one is in there. Strike 1 as Gomez ready to tuck his bat over the plate. Lucky on the mound. It's a 3-1 count. It was Cantero. And that one's in there. Strike 2 again. Gomez is not agreeing to call it first. 3-2 count. As Lucky has worked his way back in. From 3-0 to 3-2. And the pitch. His bases. Lucky misses inside the zone for ball 4. And Shackelford with runner on first, nobody out. Steps to the plate. With the runner on first, nobody out. Top of the fourth. Takes that one inside. Ball one. And Shackelford lifts that up. And that ball is going to be caught out there in left field by Ryan Smith. And there's one away. And the Chinook stop after fourth. Brandon Mitchell now, the second baseman. Steps to the plate with runner on first. One out, runner on first. Brandon Mitchell and the pitch. And that one is down low. The Chinook second baseman. And that one misses inside, ball two. Jack Bauer now. Runs out, Scott goes right hand on the mound. Down a little bit. He runs back now. Take his spot from behind the dish. Misses again for ball three. And the 3-0 pitch. And puts that one in there. Strike one. And Mitchie's going to send on the right field. And Gomez going to dig around second. And gobbled out there and right. And now Gomez is coming home. He's going to be held up third. And Mitchie gets aboard at second through the air out there in right field. And now the Chinooks are going to have base runners on second and third for Luke Coffey coming to the plate. And now we get a pitching coach meeting for the Oilers here. There's someone down in the Oilers. Runners on second and third. One away. Now, Oilers pitching coach. And now, these runners on second. He's going to look to put the Chinooks on the board here. 3-0 lead. Kyle Lucky on the mound. And a big shot by Coffey going to go down third. And that is going to be a first pitch out. And Coffey. There he swings our pitch and grounds out, making it up for third. Now 2 outs. With a runner on second and third for Hayden Mixon. 2 outs. Hayden Mixon, runners on second and third. Chinooks down 3 in the top half of the fourth. Lucky on the mound. Looks into power on the plate, steps up. Second and third, 2 away. And Mixon can drop it on strike 1. Now, UC San Diego right-hander on the mound. Facing LSU Eunice first base at the plate. The 0-1 pitch. And Mixon drives that one in left field. And that's a sail foul. All just swung to the left. That could tie this game up with one swing of the bat in the batter's box. Facing an 0-2 hole. Always disappointed. Oh, 2 pitch. And a swing and a miss by Mixon. And Bauer goes down to first and puts him away on the drop and strike. The Chinooks 2 runners on, but can't capitalize. He had the bottom of the 3-0. Ryan Smith now. Here comes the first pitch. And that's the first pitch swinging, and Coffee puts that away for out number 1.
Peninsula Oilers. University. Number 17, Thomas Ruddy.
Thomas Ruddy, the Yale University outfielder. Stepping to the plate with one out, nobody on. Strike number 1. And the 0-1 pitch. And that one stopped and chips up and grabs that line drive for out number 2.
Now batting for your Peninsula Oilers. Catcher from Lake Bend Community College. Number 9.
And now the Oiler catcher, Jack, coming to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on with a 3-0 lead. 4th. Batting the pitch. And outside for ball 1. One 0 pitch. That one down low for ball 2. Two 0 count and the pitch. And batting 3 straight balls at the 3-0 count. Three-0 pitch. Batten has to find the strike zone here, and does so. 3-1 count now to Jack Bauer at the plate. And that's Bauer away to a 3-2 count. 3-2 pitch with 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. And is low for ball 4, and some Bauer is going to Oilers with 2 away.
Now batting for your Peninsula Oilers, University of Southern California. John Thomas.
It's runner on first. Tap the order. John Thomas up for the Oilers. Batten. This is outside ball 1. Goes over to Bauer at first. Slides in safely. And that one outside for ball 2. Two 0 count to John Thomas at the plate. 3-0 lead, bottom of the 4th. Here. That's Mike Batten on the Chinooks. Get out of this inning with a runner on. 2 out. Go pitch. In there for strike number 1. Two 1 count. Batten looks and throws. And for ball 3. And now Thomas can have a hitter's count of 3-1. And that Thomas full count for 3 in the mound. By Thomas. And that's going to do it through 4. The Oilers have a 3-0 lead. We'll be back on the top half of the 5th. Top of the fourth, Alex Crotty. And the plate now takes that one in. Kyle Lucky still on the mound here. 3-0 lead for the home team, the Peninsula Oilers. And the 0-1 pitch. Sends that down the right field line. Fair ball, and that digs in the corner. Crotty comes around first, and he's heading to second. And he is going to stop there with a stand-up double. And that's where to get things started for the Chinooks. Alex Crotty.
Center fielder, number 10, Levi Gilcrease.
Absolutely. Drove that down the corner. And now with Levi Gilcrease up to the plate. Scoring position on second, nobody out. As the Chinooks offense runs, will look to put some life on that scoreboard. Lucky looks in. And that one dropped. Lucky for the most part. That was really his first big contact he's given up by Chinooks hitter. And it comes at a good time for the Chinooks. 1-0 count, nobody out, runner on second. And Gilcrease at the plate in the top of the order after him. Runner at second. And Gilcrease is going to send an opposite field, and that's going to get through. And that's going to be Crotty's held at third. And the Chinooks now have runners on the corners and nobody out.
Now batting for the Chinooks, right fielder, Micah Breeze.
Micah Breeze now up to the plate for the Chinooks with a runner on the corners. And nobody out in the top half of the fifth. The Oilers, the Chinooks, look to break that right here. Lucky looks in. Mr. Breeze coming up. And Breeze out to the shortstop. John Thomas feels that, throws to first, and that's as Gilcrease is going to slide into third. And Crotty comes across the plate to score. Still have runners on the corners, nobody out. 3-1 lead now for the Oilers.
Now batting for the Chinooks, left fielder,
There.
Jeremy Johnson.
It's Jeremy Johnson now coming to the plate. After that error by the shortstop, John Thomas. As he threw that air to put runners on the corners, he slides in safely. As Jeremy Johnson digs in, 3-1 lead now for the Oilers. After Alex Crotty comes across to score. Micah Breeze at first. And nobody out in the top half of the fifth. And throws. And that one drops in there for strike number one. Oh, 1 count. And Johnson takes that one in there for strike one. One count here. Out to Thomas at short. Thomas flips over to Dunn at second and throws over to first. Run does score, but a double play for the Chinooks. As there are 2 outs with nobody on.
Designated hitter, number 25, Justin Gomez.
Justin Gomez now stepped to the plate. 3-2 ball game after the Chinooks were able to win the top half of the fifth. Gomez comes to the plate with nobody on and 2 outs. 3-2 ball game here. Lucky the pitch. Side for ball one. One 0 pitch awaiting Gomez at the plate. And Gomez pops that high and in the air. And Thomas, the shortstop, is going to settle into that one and put that away for out number 3. Not before the Chinooks put 2 runs on the board on 2 hits. 3-2 ball game as we head to the bottom of the fifth in favor of the Oilers. We'll be back. Oliver Dunn now stepping on the plate as we are back here in the bottom of the fifth. The Chinooks two on the board in the top half of the fifth. Now it's a 3-2 ball game as Mike Batten, after struggling, calm down. Let's see if he can carry that on. Well, now just a run deficit. Done. And that's outside for ball one. One 0 pitch from Batten and delivers. Never strike one. On one pitch. And that one down low ball two. Outside ball three. And now done. At the plate, going to have a good hitter's count to work with here. And Dunn sends that out to right field and has a chance. And that one is caught out there in right field by Priest. It's ripped right off the bat by Dunn. Kellen Strom now, the DH, stepping to the plate with one out after a loud out number one by Oliver Dunn. Bat now works with one away and the pitch. Drops in there, strike number one. Oh, one pitch. And a swing and a miss by Strom. Batting ahead, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. And beautiful breaking ball there by Batten. Gets Strom looking there for out number two.
Now batting for your Peninsula Oilers. First baseman for Pasadena City.
And the first baseman, Jeremy Conant, will come to the plate. That one down low for ball one. One 0 pitch from Batten. And that one, hey. 2-0 pitch from Batten. And that one's inside, ball three. Now Batten has to find the strike zone here. Batten stepped back on the rubber. Pitch. Coming to Conant. And finds the strike zone. He does. Strike one. And that one's chopped over to Mitchie at second. Mitchie fields that and tosses over to Mixon, and we're through 5. The Chinooks down 3-2 as the Chinooks come for the 6th. We'll be back.
Shackelford.
And as we come back to the top of the sixth, 3-2 lead for the Oilers. New pitcher Aaron Schaup, St. Martin's University. He has 8 innings under his belt, a 1-1 record with a 4.5 ERA. 4 strikeouts, 6 walks, and has given up 9 hits. And his first batter he'll face tonight is the left-handed hitting shortstop Aaron Shackelford. As the Chinooks were able to put 2 in the top half of the fifth, they would love to do the same, if not more, in this inning. Signed for ball 1 from Schaup. And Shackelford fouls that one away. Strike number 1. One pitch. And Shackelford rips that down the line, fielded by Conan over there, and steps on the bag for out number 1. Now batting the second baseman, Brandon Mitchie, with 1 away and nobody on for the Chinooks. Schaup looks in, and the pitch. And drops that breaking ball in there for strike number 1. Oh, 1 pitch. And in there for strike 2, and Mitchie going to have to protect here as he faces an 0-2 deficit. Schaup on the mound. 0-2 pitch coming to the Chinooks second baseman. And Mitchie up the middle. This might be trouble. Fielded by Dunn, and the throw is not in time, and Mitchie hustles down the line to be aboard.
Now batting for the Chinooks, third baseman, number 30, Coffey.
Luke Coffey now to the plate for the Chinooks with the runner on first and only 1 out. Here in the top of the 6th. Schaup looks in and throws. And that's misses down. Side for ball 1. One 0 pitch. Again outside for ball 2 here. 2-0 pitch with the runner on first and 1 away. Schaup sets on the mound. Looks in to Coffey at the plate. And Coffey fouls that one out of play. A 2-2 count coming up.
Brought to you by First National Bank Alaska.
Two 1 pitch. Coming from Schaup on the mound. Gets that one foul. 2-2 count now. Two pitch. Throw over to Mitchie at first. Back in safely over there. Two pitch on its way from the left-hander on the mound. At ball 3. Has a full count now to work with. She on first. Coffey at and 1 away here in the top of the 6th. 3-2 lead for the Oilers. And that one's fouled to the backstop. And we'll have a 3-2 pitch once more. Three-two pitch on its way again from Schaub at the mound. Coffee digs in at the plate. 3-2 pitch. And Coffee takes that one inside for strike 3. And Coffee, call whatsoever. And has some probably not pleasant words there for the umpire. But nonetheless, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Now Hayden Mixon will come up after that questionable strike call with 2 outs and a runner on first and a 3-2 lead for the Oilers. The mound, the pitch, and Mixon is going to foul that one down the third base line. A 1 count. Mixon sends that one out of play, and he's in a 0-2 deficit now. He'll have to protect here. Oh, 2 pitch coming up. Runner on first, 2 away, top of the 6th. Schaub sets and throws. And that one's inside, but that one's called the ball by the umpire. A 1-2 count now, facing the Chinook first baseman at the plate. Schaub and delivers. And that one's inside, jams Mixon, but fights that one out of play to keep this count at 1-2. One, 2 count now. Coming again from Schaub on the mound. And Mixon swings and misses there. And that's out number 3. The Chinooks get a base runner, but cannot bring him home. We head to the bottom of the 6th. The Oilers lead 3-2. Bottom of the 6th here, Chinooks down 3-2. Nathan Webb stepping to the plate for the Oilers. The third baseman for the Oilers tonight. Mike Batten once again on the mound, looking to keep this game where it's at, down 3-2. And the first pitch inside. for ball one. 1-0 pitch coming from batting. Drops that one in there. Strike one. One pitch. Swing and a miss by Webb. 2. And that one's inside for ball 2 here. 2-2 count for the right-hander on the mound, Mike Batten. Nathan Webb in the batter's box. And a swing and a miss by Webb, and Batten gets him swing.
Center fielder from the University of Southern California, number 8, Matthew Acosta.
Matthew Acosta now stepping to the plate. A pitch from Batten. And a swing and a miss by Acosta. Puts Batten up 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. As that misses for ball 1. Pitch coming from Batten to Acosta at the plate. And that one in there for strike 2. Another Alaska box up on the minors, 2-1. In the bottom of the 5th. We'll keep an eye on that one as we go through this game. 1-2 pitch coming from Batten. And that's chopped to Batten. Fields it, the throw over to Mixon. And that is 2 outs now in the bottom of the 6th. Smith now stepping to the plate from Missouri Western University. The Oiler left fielder. Two outs for Ryan Smith at the plate and Mike Batten on the mound. And a big swing and a miss by Smith. Oh, 1 pitch. And for strike 2. Batten 1 strike away from getting through 6th. Batten winds and delivers. And that one gets Smith looking there for strike 3 through 6. The Oilers have a 3-2 lead as we head to the Chinook top of the 7th inning. And as we're back here on the top of the 7th, Alex Cruddy digs in. The Chinooks down 3-2. And Aaron Schaap on the mound for the Oilers. The first pitch to Cruddy. And Cruddy takes that one inside. No pitch coming to Cruddy at the plate. And Cruddy sends that one high. And Matthew Acosta out there in center going to put that away for out number 1.
Now batting for the Chinooks, center fielder, number 10, Levi Gilcrease.
Levi Gilcrease, who singled to right field in his last at bat, coming to the plate now with one away here and nobody on in the top of the 7th. Misses for ball 1 is Schaap on the mound. One 0 pitch. Outside ball 2. Gilcrease ahead here with a 2-0 count. 2-0 pitch from Schaap on the mound. And Cruddy in the batters, Gilcrease in the batter's box. 2-0 pitch. Up high, and Gilcrease 3-0 count awaiting him. On deck is the top of the order, Mike Capriz. And now Gilcrease will try to get on for Capriz as he takes that one for ball 4. And the Chinooks have a leadoff base runner here. 1 out, 7th. Mike Capriz now steps to the plate. Runner on first, 1 away, top of the 7th. Schaap looks over to first and throws. And that's inside and low to Capriz for ball 1. And as Jack Bauer runs out there to have a word with his lefty and comes back to take his position in the squat behind the catcher's plate. 1-0 pitch. Waiting Capriz in the batter's box. One 0 pitch. And that one's in there for strike 1. One pitch. Schaap throws over to Gilcrease at first, keeping him just over there. And Schaap once again throws over to first. And Schaap. But a balk will be called and Gilcrease will take second. The runner in scoring position with 1 away. Count coming up. Pitch from Schaap on the mound after that ball call. Puts Gilcrease at second. And a swing. That was a foul tip, apparently. 1-2 count now. And Capriz sends out to right field. And that one's going to be caught. And Gilcrease almost getting doubled up there and falls off the bag, but is safe. trees. Drive, but caught by Thomas Ruddy out there for out number 2.
Now batting for the Chinooks, left fielder, number 14, Jeremy Johnson.
Jeremy Johnson now coming to the plate with the runner in scoring position on second. Chinooks down 3-2. 7th. And the 2-out pitch coming to Johnson. And Johnson takes that one high and inside for ball 1. And inside for ball 2, and Johnson ahead here in this count, 2-0. Gilcrease takes his lead on second. And that one drops in the air for strike 1. Two, 1 pitch. And Johnson takes that one high, and he'll have a hitter's count here of 3-1. And 2 away in the top half of the 7th here. Three-one pitch coming from Schaub on the mound. Schaub sets. And throws. And that one misses for ball 4. And that one looked like it was strike 2. But Johnson will get on either way. And now designated hitter Justin Gomez stepping to the plate with the runners on first and second and 2 away. Oilers up 3-2 in the top half of the 7th here. Out, sets on the mound. And that's outside for ball 1. And now Bauer once again back out. Talk to his left-hander Schaub on the mound. Bauer runs back and takes a squat again. And as digs in, 1-0 count. And that one is in for strike 1. Now Gomez. Now with 2 away and runners on first and second here. And that one. 2, and now Gomez ahead in this count, 2-1. Levi Gilcrease on second. Jeremy Johnson at first. Good for the big hitting lefty Justin Gomez facing the lefty Aaron Schaub on the mound. And Gomez has to do acrobatics to get out of that one. And he'll have a hitter's count of 3-1, and surely the green light here. Three-one pitch, and Gomez over to Webb at third. Webb is going to just go to the bag at third, and that's going to do it. And we head at the bottom of the 7th. Oilers still lead 3-2. And as we're back in the bottom of the 7th, Thomas Ruddy at the plate for the Oilers. Mike Batten again on the mound. 3-2 lead for the Oilers here in the bottom half of the 7th. Batten lines and throws. And that one's outside for ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Outside, ball 2. Three-0 pitch. And that one's in there for strike 1. That one is foul, and we have a 3-2 count now for Batten on the mound. And that one is through the infield and into left field, and the Oilers have a leadoff base runner. As Jack Bauer steps to the plate with nobody out and runner on first in the bottom half of the 7th here. And Batten throws over to Ruddy at first, safely. And the pitch to Bauer. And Bauer lays down the bunt. Batten gets a good jump, throws down to second, and they get the lead runner there. Yeah, Shackelford catches that throw from Batten. Good heads-up play by Batten. Fielding that ball off the mound to get the lead runner. As Bauer laid down the bunt, but not a good one. Has put a little bit too much behind that. Field that good.
DeVoe's at first base. Hey, Isaac DeVoe's running at first. Yeah, 14. Fans, your attention, please. Now running at first base for your Peninsula Oilers.
And now with 1 out,
14.
John Thomas, leadoff hitter, comes to the plate with the runner on first. And 1 out in the bottom half of the 7th. Batten looks in. Sets on the mound. Batten, 1 out pitch. And ooh, outside and high. Good job by Crotty to get there in time. And on 1-0 count, we're the right-hander on the mound to John Thomas at the plate. And the throw back over to first. Bauer slides back in safely. Pitch from Batten. And that's high again, ball 2. Two-0 pitch. And once again, outside for ball 3, and that's going to lead to Crotty. Word with his right-hander. Action now in the Chinooks bullpen. You can tell who's getting warmed up down there. And batting on that fine strike zone here. 3-0 pitch coming. Runner on first. One away. And the leadoff hitter, John Thomas, at the plate. And Batten puts that in there for strike one. Three one pitch. And the throw down to second by Crotty, and not in time. And that was a walk.
Now batting for your Peninsula Oilers. Second baseman from the University.
And now runners on first and second. Going to lead to Chris Beck, the pitching coach.
John.
Going to go out and have a word with his right-hander. And with the right-hander, it appears warm down in the bullpen. This might be the plug being pulled by Chris Beck.
Sheriff, you see that is?
And that's going to do it. As Batten will exit with a 7 1/3 innings. 3 runs and 3 hits. And another good outing by him. That's going to do it for us. When we come back, new pitcher on for the Chinooks. Runners on first and second for the Oilers. And new ball game. And after that pitching change, Preston White on the mound now for the Chinooks. As he comes in with 1 out, runners on first and second. And that one is fouled off. Oliver Dunn at the plate's foot. Preston White, in 4 games pitched, has 6 2/3 innings so far in this season. 1-1 record with a 6.75 ERA. 4 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 9 hits. We last saw him June 28th as he pitched 2 innings, gave up 3 runs on 4 hits, and struck out 1 and 11 batters faced. Now has a 0-1 count to Oliver Dunn at the plate. And that one stopped right to Coffey at third, and the throw down to second, and that's into the outfield. And not what Coffey wanted there. And drive at third to get the out. Try to get the runner picked out from second. And now runners on the corners with 2 outs. Could have been worse. Kellen Strom now comes on with runners on the corners. 3-2 lead for the Oilers here. And let's see what he can do here with runners on the corners. And 2 outs against Preston White on the mound. And the pitch, and that one's inside for ball 1. 1-0 count now with runners on the corners. Kellen Strom at the plate and Preston White on the mound here. A 3-2 ball game in favor of the Oilers. 1-0 pitch from White. And Crotty going to call time and go have a word with White on the mound. And it's a pass ball. And that's going to bring home a run from third as the Oilers have a 4-2 lead in the bottom of the 7th. As pitch runner. And now, White, after giving up that run on the pass ball, is behind here to Strom at the plate. On with a runner on second. 4-2 lead now for the Oilers, 2 away. And that one's chopped out to Shackelford at short. Shackelford fields. Those over to first, and out is the call. And we're through 7. The Oilers have a 4-2 lead. We head at the top of the 8th as the Chinooks will get some runs back. We'll be back. And as we're back here on the top of the 8th, new pitcher on for the Oilers, Josh Congdon. Josh Congdon from Len Benton Community College stands at 5'9", 180. Comes into this game with an 0-2 record in 3 games pitched with 7 1/3 innings. And he now faces Aaron Shackelford as he drops that one in there for ball 1. Coggan last pitch, June 20 Pilots. Went 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, and had 1 strikeout with 8 batters faced. Has a 1-0 count to the power hitting shortstop, and that one hangs outside, ball 2. One 0 count. And that one's in there for strike 1. Two one here.
It's 2-1. 2-1.
2-1 pitch. And that one hangs and misses inside for ball 3. And Shackelford in the driver's seat here with a hitter's count of 3-1. And that misses for ball 4, and Shackelford is going to be the leadoff base runner here in the top of the 8th.
Now batting for the Chinooks, second baseman,
Brandon Mitchie now comes to the plate, top of the 8th, 4-2 lead for the Oilers. And Mitchie skies that one high, but stays in the infield, and that's rallied out there by Oliver Dunn, the second baseman. Puts that away for out number 1.
Now batting for the Chinooks, third baseman, number 30, Luke Coffey.
Luke Coffey now coming to the plate. Last at bat ended in a not so positive reaction. As a strike 3 was called, that, well, the best way to put it is Coffey did not agree with it. As he looks to rectify those demons here with a runner on first and 1 away, top of the 8th, 4-2 lead for the Oilers. Coggan on the mound. Throws over to Shackelford at first. On. Shackelford takes his lead on first. Coffey digs in at the plate. One 0 count as Coggan missed a Coffey there. Shackelford on first, 1-0 count with 1 away to Coffey. And Coffey sends that one down the line for strike 1. One count, 1 out. Top of the 8th here. Luke Coffey digging in the batter's box. 1-1 pitch. And that's outside and kicks away from Bauer, and Shackelford over to second. Two 1 count from Coggan with Luke Coffey in the batter's box. Shackelford on second after that pass ball. 2-1 pitch with 1 out, top of the 8th. And that one outside for ball 3. Coffey now digs in, hitter's count of 3-1. Green light definitely will be given. And let's see here if the Chinook third baseman can take advantage. Three 1 pitch. Congdon throws. And Coffee out of the stadium here. And we'll have a full count of 3-2. Coffee digs back in. Congdon steps back on the rubber. Shackelford takes his lead at second. Three-two pitch from Congdon. And Coffee takes that one inside, and he's going to take his base. And the Chinooks have runners on first and second with one away in the top of the eighth. As Hayden Mixon, who struck out twice in this game, comes to the plate.
First baseman, number 21, Hayden Mixon.
Hayden Mixon now up to the plate for the Chinooks. Aaron Shackelford at second, Luke Coffey at first, and one away in the top of the eighth. 4-2 lead for the Oilers. Congdon gets his sign from Bauer behind the plate. And that one drops in front, and that goes to the backstop, and Shackelford moves over to third, and Coffey moves over to second. And the Chinooks in business here with the tying run on second in scoring position. Excuse me, that's Mikey Honer for the Oilers. He came in there for Jack Bauer, who was pitched run in the bottom of the seventh. And the 1-0 pitch. And that one is hit to the shortstop. He throws over to first. And there is out number 2 as Shackelford does cross the plate. And the lead has been put down to 1. As Mixon gets the RBI ground out there. 4-3 lead for the Oilers now. Coffey stands at third as Alex Crotty digs in the batter's box with a tying run 90 feet away in the top of the eighth. Congdon now 1 out away from getting out of this inning. Coffey stands at third, Crotty in the plate, and Congdon on the mound. 8-2 away. Congdon sets and throws, and Crotty takes that one in for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. That one's inside to Crotty. That's in for ball 1-1. One pitch. And Crotty skies down to left field. And that's going to be in the ballpark as Ryan Smith comes in and puts that away. And that's it for the Chinook top half of the eighth. Chinooks plate 1, but still down 4-3. As we head to the bottom of the eighth, we'll be back 4-3. And as we come to the bottom of the 8th, new pitcher on for the Chinooks, number 55, Scott Smith, the big 6'7" right-hander from Peachtree City, Georgia. Smith comes into this game with a 1-2 record and a 3.97 ERA. He has 11 1/3 innings pitched this season with 9 strikeouts, 6 walks, and has allowed 12 hits. We last saw him in a 4-3 win over the Bucks on June 27th. He had 1 inning pitched, gave up 1 run on 2 hits. Did allow a walk, but did strike out 1. And he'll look to keep this deficit at 1 as the Chinooks were able to plate 1 in the top half of the 8th, but ultimately stranded a runner on 3rd. Try to keep this lead. So where when they head to the top of the 9th, just a 1-run deficit in the first pitch, and that one is grounded foul down the first base line. Jeremy Kona up to the plate now for the Oilers. That's outside. Ball 1, even count of 1-1 for the right-hander Scott Smith on the mound. And that one's tipped to Mitchie. Slow roller. Mitchie fields that. Throws over to first. And there is out number 1 in the bottom of the 8th. Nathan Webb now stepping to the plate for the Oilers, the third baseman tonight for the Oilers. And the 1-out pitch in there, strike 1 to Nathan Webb at the plate. 1 away, bottom of the 8th, 4-3 lead for the Oilers. Smith winds and deals. And that one, half swing, but fouls, is Nathan Webb. 0-2 deficit now. Smith gets a sign from his catcher, Alex Crotty, and throws the 0-2. It's foul to the third base side. And the 0-2 pitch, once again coming from Smith. With Webb at the plate, 1 away, bottom of the 8th. Smith checks and throws the dirt in for ball 1. Misses ball 2 there. Even count at 2-2 now. Facing Nathan Webb at the plate. Scott Smith on the mound. University right-hander. And the pitch. And that one hangs outside. Full count now, 3-2. Three-two pitch from Smith. And that's tapped out to second, but Mitchie calmly collects that one. 2 in the bottom of the 8th. And walking to the plate now for the Oilers is the USC center fielder Matthew Acosta. Matthew Acosta comes to the plate with 2 away in the bottom of the 8th. In other last baseball league news, the Miners have tied it with the Bucks 2-2 in the bottom of the 8th. We'll keep an eye on that one. And Smith throws down the dirt for ball 1. One 0 pitch. And that one in there for strike 1. Smith with 2 outs, 1-1 pitch to Acosta plate. And that one out of Crotty's glove in for ball 2. Pitch. Outside and high. 3-1. Smith trying to find the strike zone here. 3-1 pitch. That one's fouled out by Acosta. Full count now. Smith, the full count with 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. 4-3 lead for the Oilers. Smith a strike away. The pitch. And that one misses down low. And the Oilers going to get a 2-out base runner. As Acosta able to work a walk from the Chinook right-hander. Ryan Smith now walking to the plate with a runner on first and 2 away. Smith from Missouri Western University will look to start a 2-out rally here. Smith looks in with a runner aboard and 2 away in the bottom of the 8th here. Ryan Smith at the plate. And that one in there for strike 1. A 1 pitch as Smith gets the call from his third base coach. Throws over to first as Acosta slides in safely. Again, 0-1 count. 2 away, bottom of the 8th. 4-3 lead for the Oilers. Ryan Smith up to the plate. And Scott Smith, the 6'7" right-hander on the mound. Smith looks in. Sets on the 0-1. And throws to the plate. And that one's fouled the backstop, and Smith will be ahead here 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch coming from Smith. Runner on first. Ryan Smith in the box. And 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. Smith gets a sign from Crotty. Sets and throws back over to first. Acosta gets in there safely. And we'll set it again. 0-2 count. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. Run lead here. As the Oilers have a 4-3 advantage over the Chugiak Chinooks. Smith sets the 0-2. Got him. As Smith strikes out swinging there. Confusion, but Crotty applies the tag. Number 3. When we come back, the Chinooks, it's rally time as they're down 4-3 in the head of the 9th. We'll be back. Back in the top of the ninth, the Chinooks need to put one on the board to keep this game going as Levi Gilcrease comes up to the plate to start things off. And that one's in for ball one. 1-0 pitch to Gilcrease. And that one in there for ball two. New pitcher on for the Oilers. Caleb Hicks from Murray State stands at 6'2", 200. Pitches on the right side. Has 10 innings this season with a .9 ERA, 2 saves, 5 strikeouts, 5 walks, and has allowed 8 hits. And he misses inside for ball three, and Gilcrease well ahead with a 3-0 count. The 3-0 pitch. And in there for strike one. The 3-1 pitch to the Baylor Bear. And that one hangs high, and the tying run gets on here. As Gilcrease takes his base, and the top of the order, Mike Capriz coming to the plate. Now, I'm not one to assume things, but I would expect at least Capriz to be laying down the bunt here to get Gilcrease over to second in scoring position. But Capriz will have to lay and execute a good bunt here, as I'm sure the Oilers will be looking to get the lead runner. Gilcrease takes his lead off first, and the pitch from Hicks, and Capriz lays down the bunt, but that one goes foul to the backstop. And we'll be on red alert. There's Nathan Webb out there at third, and will be coming in and playing it a little bit. Gilcrease on first. Mike Capriz at the plate. Caleb Hicks pitching. And Capriz going to take that outside as Hicks misses out for ball one. Capriz didn't get the sign that time, apparently. We'll see if that changes on this 1-1 pitch. Jeremy Johnson stands on deck. 4-3 ball game in favor of the Oilers. Chinooks have the tying run on first with nobody out. Top of the ninth. Pitch coming from Hicks. And Capriz is going to send that into left field, and that gets through. And now the Chinooks are firmly in business. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. The leading runs are on the base pass here for the Chinooks. Jeremy Johnson coming to the plate. And I would be shocked here to not see the bunt sign go down over to second and third. The infield will be in here. The first baseman, Jeremy Conant, isn't even bothering with a runner. He's already 4 feet in. Same thing with Webb over there on the third base side. Shortstop is coming already over to third. The Oilers are reading the mind of John Groth, and we'll see if that changes John Groth's abilities, as the Oilers are going to try to execute here to get the lead base runner if a bunt is indeed down. There, John Thomas goes back over to second. Corner infielders are in. Nathan Webb at third. Jeremy Conant first. And the bunt is down. And that's going to be called foul. And I do apologize if the picture does go out. Again, connection problems and technological difficulties, but we are trying. Next here. Runners on first and second after Johnson found that bunt. Off. And now we're going to have a meeting on the mound. Nobody's warmed up in the Oilers bullpen, so I assume this is just for strategic purposes.
Fans, be sure to come out to the ballpark to support your Peninsula Oilers against the Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks in Game 2 of a 3-game series. Sponsored by Main Street Tap and Grill. Free admission for all fans in attendance at 7 p.m. start time.
Again, Levi Gilcrease on second. Capriz on first, and Jeremy Johnson at the plate with an 0-1 count. He laid the bunt down on that first pitch, but couldn't get in front of him. As now the home plate umpire, the crew chief, will have to go break the party up on the mound. Get this game rolling. 4-3 lead for the Oilers. And we're back here. 0-1 pitch coming from Hicks on the mound. Johnson already has the bunt sign down. And the first baseman is halfway down, and Johnson pops that bunt up. And that ball is thankfully going to get away from Mikey Honer, the catcher. And Johnson not able to execute there, and I'd be shocked to see the 0-2 bunt call again. As with the way Johnson's been bunting, not able to put that down. Strikeout if he cannot lay it down. 2 pitch coming from Hicks on the mound. Again, nobody out. Top of the ninth. 4-3 lead for the Chinooks. So no matter what happens, if they want to keep playing baseball tonight, on home. 0-2 count to Johnson. Gilcrease at second. Prees at first. And Hicks steps back on the mound after stepping off shortly. The signs from John Groth. 0-2 pitch. And Johnson hits that to first base, and that's going to get through. And here comes Gilcrease, and here comes the throw from Ruddy, and Gilcrease slides in, and out is the call. And Gilcrease not happy with that call, and Gilcrease has been ejected out of this ball game. John Groth also have to be careful there. John Groth passionately after Levi Gilcrease has been ejected from this ball game. And John Groth not happy whatsoever with this umpire. Now, it was a risky play. It was a play at the plate. And it was a fielder, Thomas Ruddy, on a one-hop. It was a close claw on the plate. But, folks, Levi Gilcrease has been ejected out of this ball game. And now the Chinooks after that. That was a close call at the plate. What a great throw by the right fielder by Thomas Ruddy. And it was a good slide by Gilcrease. No matter what, the umpire, who holds all authority. There's a balk. And boys, you cannot write this script for baseball. And now after that balk call, we have an ejection. We have a balk. Folks, I have ripped up the script here because I don't know what's coming next. Gomez at the plate. And there for a 1-0 count now. And now, even though Gilcrease was thrown out at the plate, the Chinooks have a chance to tie this game with a hit. Infield is in for the Oilers. Micah Prees at third. Jeremy Johnson at second. And Justin Gomez at the plate. And Gomez, third baseman. And ho-ho! Nathan Webb speared that line drive by Gomez, and Prees had to slide back safely. After all this excitement, are still in the lead and 1 out away from getting out of this ball game. Justin Gomez ripped that down the left field line, but Nathan Webb at the third base made a great catch and made a great play, diving back to third, but Prees was just able to sneak his foot in there in time. And now, out there to calm down the pitcher. I think everybody needs to calm down here, as this has been an exciting top of the ninth. Player thrown out, play at the plate. Player almost got thrown out trying to come home. A balk. And it's ultimately ended with no runs across the score. 4-3 lead for the Chinooks. 2 outs. Up to the plate. Prees at third. Johnson at second. And Shackelford takes that one high for ball 1. Caleb Hicks has really not done anything bad. I mean, all the hits he's given up have been soft ground balls that have just escaped the infield. The outfield was able to back him up to save him from a tying run. And he'll have a 1-0 pitch. And Shackelford takes that up high for ball 2. Prees stands at third. Johnson stands at second. Shackelford. 2-0 count. And the throw from Hicks. And Shackelford watches that one in for strike 1. 2-1 pitch to Shackelford. Tying run 90 feet away. The throw from Hicks. Fouls that away. And Shackelford's going to have to dig deep here. 2-2 count, 2 outs, top of the ninth. 4-3 lead. Mike Caprice, representing the tying run, stands at third. Jeremy Johnson, representing the go-ahead run, stands at second. And Caleb Hicks, 1 strike away from getting out of this game. And a win for the Oilers. And the pitch. And that one just hangs high. I don't know how Shackelford laid off of that one. And, folks, we're going to push it to the limits here. Full count. 3-2, 2 outs. Go ahead, run at second. And a 4-3 lead for the Oilers. Hicks sets on the mound and delivers. And that one's high, and we are going to have bases loaded. As this one is going to be pushed all the way to the limit.
Second baseman, Brandon Mitchie. Okay, come on.
Brandon Mitchie. Going to try to play hero role here for the Chinooks. Bases loaded to the Oilers. And Mitchie watches that one drop in for strike one on a beautiful breaking ball by Hicks on the mound. The Oilers. And we've seen a lot of this top of the ninth. Jeremy Johnson at second. And Aaron Shackelford on first. Hicks sets on the mound and throws to Mitchie at the plate. And Mitchie watches that breaking ball come in. Holds high. To even up the count 1-1. 1-1 count from Hicks. Bases loaded. And Mitchie, a big swing and a miss. Strike 2. And now Mitchie's going to have to protect here. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Strike away from getting this win. And Mitchie will have to protect. The pitch from Hicks. And Mitchie fouls that out of play. Keep this game alive. 1-2 pitch from Hicks. And Mitchie lifts that, and that's going to sail out of play, and Mitchie's going to get one more chance. And we'll do it all over again, folks. 1-2 pitch coming up. 4-3 lead for the Oilers. Bases loaded for the Chinooks. Mike Caprice on third. Jeremy Johnson on second. And Aaron Shackelford on first. Brandon Mitchie at the plate. Has to protect here the pitch. And that one just hangs out. And these Chinook hitters having patience. Oh, I don't know how. Off some nice breaking balls here. 2-2 pitch. Bases loaded. 4-3 lead for the Oilers. Feet away. Go ahead. 2-2 pitch from Hicks on the mound. That one hangs in again. And Mitchie hangs off that. And folks, you cannot write this stuff. Full count. Bases loaded. 4-3 lead for the Oilers. We've seen a jack, but we've yet to see a run. The mound, and he's one pitch away from letting that run come in. 3-2 pitch, 2 outs, bases loaded, 4-3 lead for the Oilers. Hicks the pitch. And Mitchie gets rung out on that one. And that's strike 3. That's out. And folks, that's going to do it. A very heated, passionate game. But the Oilers, 4-3. We're going to take a quick break. We'll give you a quick post game when we come back. Whew. Well, everybody, let's take a breath. Let's remember why we're living life. Baseball's not our most important thing. But folks, that was a ball game. Oilers doing up 1-4-3. Talk about exciting. Talk about rigorous to watch. The Oilers win 4-3. And folks, that was an eventful night. Actually, no, we had runners on first and second with nobody out. Had a single to right field. And Gilchrist comes home from second. Was surprised he was gone, of course. But I don't blame John Groth. You don't know if you're going to get another hit. You have to send him home. I get it. What I have doesn't matter. That's why I'm in the broadcast booth. Gilchrist sent home. The throw from Thomas Ruddy out there and right. It's close play at the plate. But ultimately, the umpire has the best view. We don't have the luxury of going to New York for replay here, folks. Gilchrist gets called out. That I can't read it, but I could tell from his manner, and I could tell from the umpire. The umpire, Levi Gilchrist, gets ejected. Did he want the ejection again? I'm in the booth for the reason. Doesn't matter. Ultimately, he was called out, and John Groth was also not happy. But again, runners on second and third. You still had a chance for the Chinooks. Gomez lined out to third. It was a hard hit, but Nathan Webb, it seemed like that was all game. A lot of hard hits, just going to go the Chinooks' way. Again, you had runners on second and third for Shackelford. Shackelford worked a walk to get on after some very close calls. This game could have ended 5 minutes ago if the umpire thought the strike was an inch or two closer. For Brandon Mitchie, he had an 0-2 count. He took some very close breaking balls in there for balls that, again, could have been called in sooner. Went all the way, pushed it to the limit, 3-2 count, and he watched that strike come in for strike 3, and it was a close play. And we're back here in Kenai tomorrow as guys again, and then again on Sunday, and it's going to be a good game on the hill tomorrow. Tyler Weekly, don't quote me on that, but tomorrow we're back here at 7 o'clock. In other Alaska Baseball League news, that game against the Miners and Bucks is in the bottom of the 10th, and that game's tied 2-2. Just checking the update, as it was just updated now. But how this game affects everything, let's say the Miners and Bucks taking that out of results, the Chinooks fall to 8-12, and the Oilers come to 7-11. And the Oilers have been, after starting out a little rocky, have been really putting together a great season so far. And Kerr will be back tomorrow, our player for the Oilers. But that's all I got. A very, very passionate game. But that's what you get in this league. You love it. You love baseball. Great competition, and it's exciting. So if you're in the Kenai area, come out. 7 o'clock, Chinooks Oilers. I'm Cale Duarte, the voice of the Chinooks, and that's going to do it. Get some rest because we're going to do it all again tomorrow. Have a great night, and God bless everyone.